Hello and welcome to Spooning With Me, Mark Wogan. We are here at Corrigan's in Mayfair, where I'm joined by a very special guest, and I will be challenging the food that they think they love and the food that they think they hate.
Oh.
But who is my very special guest? Well, what do you get if you blend interior designer, artist, fashion icon, and the number 19? You get Amanza Smith. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. Now, you, like most people, before you come on this show, you fill out a questionnaire, you answer a lot of questions, you have to go through a rigorous, almost like interrogation with Johnny, the producer.
It's like a mental health
evaluation. Yeah, mental health evaluation, see whether you're stable enough to do the show. We agreed that you weren't.
Yes.
That's why you're here. And
kind of like being cast for Selling Sunset.
Exactly. And you are a self-confessed sugar addict.
100 million.
Which
Perfect.
I love, because so am I. So should we kick off with a full-fat Coca-Cola?
With Coke?
Look at that. Oh, is there anything better? As we call it here, the Black Doctor.
Really?
Yeah. You drink it, you feel better.
The Black Doctor. We call her Doc McStuffin.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, it's so good, isn't it?
I love it.
Nothing hits the spot quite like Coca-Cola.
I love it. What about, what if it's in a plastic bottle?
No.
Can,
you've got to have a lot of ice. But ideally glass bottle. Ideally straight from the neck of a glass bottle. I like really ice cold.
So here is it regular sugar? Because we have what's called Mexican Coke too. In Mexico, it's sugar. In America, it's probably high fructose corn.
Let's go all the way back first. All right. Now, unbelievably, and you make no secret of this, so I'm not being rude, you were born in 1976. I mean, what's the secret?
I think it's, I'm never stressed. I get a lot of good sleep, well-rested, nutritious, balanced diet. I exercise at least 7 days.
Do you? No, you don't do any
genetics.
of that. It's genetics.
It's all genetics. My father is 81.
Yeah.
And he looks amazing. I think it's just genes.
Because
and I'm happy I'm a good person. I think
yes,
that goes a long way.
I mean, that's one of those, because those who wouldn't know who you were, obviously live under a rock, but Selling Sunset, right?
Yeah.
Which is a huge international hit, of which you are one of the main people in this show. And I think I'm going to go out on a limb here and say,
I think he's going to say that I'm his favorite.
But but because you appear to be the most normal.
I appear, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so strange.
Therefore, I mean, look, we've only met this morning, so I can't tell yet. But I mean, when you watch the show, some of them are insane.
I'm the most normal.
You are. You are the most normal. And also the one who, I mean, look, to anyone who hasn't seen it, the fashion it's challenging with certain members of the cast.
Oh, okay. Like you don't like some of it.
Some of it is like, that's not clothes.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? I was watching an episode and somebody turned up, I think it was either to your birthday or art show, wearing what looked like pink string.
Pink string.
She literally looked like she'd rolled in a ball of wool.
I have no idea what that is. But I mean, at my birthday, I was barely wearing clothes. It was a dress. But
yeah, it was a sheer dress.
It was my birthday suit.
Yeah, it was a birthday suit. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. But I mean, I watched an episode where you were at a beach bar, and is it Chelsea?
Okay.
I mean,
Chelsea's British.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, Chelsea was out at night in her underwear.
In her underwear?
Yeah, but that's what it looked like. It was just she was in pink underwear.
Yeah.
We
do that sometimes. The sound people on Selling Sunset really don't like it. But where have we put the mic today? It's a challenge.
I have this kind of thing where I'm looking at it thinking, I'm trying to imagine, like I'm looking for an apartment in West London, or I'm buying a flat somewhere, and the girl from Foxton's turns up in a bikini.
A bikini.
No, it's not going to happen. Yeah. I mean, it's a very different, what would I would say, sale technique?
You have to remember also, we're filming a television show.
Oh, yeah,
so
there
we,
is that.
we often forget because it is our real lives, but we get away with a lot more than what a normal real estate brokerage would. I mean, there's been people that have DM'd, we get in here funny things all the time. People try to show up at work looking very Selling Sunset, and it's like, it doesn't fly. So, and we don't record every day. We're not filming every day that we're in the office. So if I'm going to show like a $30 million property, I'm probably going to make sure that my vagina is inside of my dress that day.
No, that
but at
would
my
be
birthday
ideal.
party, I'm like,
Yes, but I mean, I'm sure that there was an episode where somebody was taking a picture of somebody else, and as they raised their arms up,
yeah,
there was very little left to the imagination.
I'm going to say this, and I don't know that I've ever said it on a podcast, but I'm having trouble like figuring out what scenes that you were speaking of, because if I wasn't in it, I didn't see it.
No, if you
I
weren't in
only
it.
watch my scenes.
You only watch yours?
Oh yeah, if I just fast forward to see like what I said and what I looked like, and then I just don't watch. So I don't know sometimes what has gone on because I've already lived it and heard about it every day in the office. So I don't watch Selling Sunset.
Okay. So, but let's do a little of the history of it, right?
Okay.
So you met Jason and Brett, who are the owners of the real estate company, right? But that was way back in 2002.
I met them actually. They had a Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
And I met them at their party.
So have they always been successful, these guys?
Yeah, they were attorneys before they were real estate brokers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were both very successful attorneys. I can't remember the law firm.
Mm-hmm.
Jason actually worked on, I almost said Watergate.
No, he doesn't
Wasn't
look that old.
Watergate.
How old is he?
They're exactly 4 months younger than me. They're not exactly, but I'm the oldest in the entire brokerage in the office. And then they're 4 months later, they turn, they just had their birthday in April.
Okay, I'm going to say something else controversial. Jason appears to have the most soft focus lens of anybody in the show.
What do you mean?
Well,
Soft focus.
Well, do you know what I mean, soft focus?
No.
Right. So it's
Like-
I mean, I have it here now. No. It's a complementary sort of filter
Oh, really?
on the lens.
I don't watch the show. I'd have to
Well,
see.
have a look at it.
I'm going to watch it now.
I mean, because he always looks sort of youthful and great. Does he look youthful and great in real life?
Yeah, what about, and they don't put it on Brett?
Well, he doesn't look as, I mean, look, all I'm saying is
Can't wait
when I'm
till you
watching
watch
it,
this.
right?
Yeah.
Whenever it's on Jason, right, it's quite sort of, it's a compliment. He gets a good light. He's got a good key light. He's got it's good. There's good sort of soft focus on him.
Okay.
Switches to Brett. He's a little bit more grizzled looking.
I think it maybe is just their personalities because sometimes Jason's a bit softer than Brett.
Okay.
And, but I think maybe Jason has a little more pull than Brett in the end of the day. I don't know. Now I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, no, I would.
Because I'm going to see
I
it.
definitely noticed
I'm
it.
glad I'm naturally beautiful because I bet you Chriselle has a softer focus than maybe me.
But we were talking before about your heritage as well, because you are Nigerian, Asian, German, and Irish. Okay. I mean, obviously, the Irish bit appeals to me because regular listeners and viewers would know I, despite how I sound, count myself as Irish.
Okay. Despite how I look, count myself as Nigerian.
Okay. But which part of you is Irish? You don't.
I used to like to drink a lot more than I do now, so I think that part.
Yeah, no, that is a national
Tell me some
national
things
sport.
about Irish. I look young. They have good.
Yeah, no, they're good.
Genetic.
They're good.
I like to. I can do the Irish.
How do you feel about a potato?
I love potatoes.
Good. Then you're fine. You're right.
I'm totally Irish.
Yeah. Guinness?
Not totally.
You're drinking Guinness?
I'm Irish-ish.
Well, go and drink. When you're here, whilst you're here, go and drink a pint of Guinness.
A pint. A full pint.
Yeah. At the Devonshire in Soho.
Okay.
It's a friend of mine, Osh's pub, is the best pint of Guinness in London.
What makes it different from every other
He
pint?
just knows what he's doing. With Guinness, you need to know what you're doing when you're pouring it. You can't just like
this.
Off you go.
Because then it has the froth on top.
No, and it needs to settle. You pour a bit of it, it settles, you then pour the rest.
Okay.
And then you have to let it settle and then you drink.
Pint is like, this is a pint.
Well, hold on. You were complaining about the size of our Coca-Cola bottles.
It's the sugar I'm addicted to. But does it make you burpy because beer makes you burpy? Like
No, it's not. It's not big and gassy. It's not a burpy beer because it's a stout, right? So it's not super fizzy. I think you'd like it. And the other thing is, it's a meal in itself.
Okay.
Full of iron. It's good for
So
you.
maybe just instead of eating, I'm just supposed to every day have a Guinness.
Just drink a pint of Guinness.
every day.
Yeah.
3 times a day.
Well, I mean, dude, some people 10
morning.
times. Some people 10 times a day, but I think that's alcoholism. I
I
don't
think
know.
it might be. I don't know.
So,
Tomato, tomato.
what I want to know is how, because you weren't in the first season of Selling Sunset.
Yeah.
How did it come about that you ended up in Selling Sunset?
Well, I was kind of like, I was the best candidate to add because I had known the brothers for 100 years. I introduced them to Mary, actually. And then they got picked up for another season. I wasn't doing the job that I had just completed when they were filming season 1. And I was now a real estate agent. So I still had to go through the process of like talking to Netflix and, they do this sort of like coming on this show. They do a very extensive interview and get your personality. And they find
Johnny
out.
taught them everything they know.
Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of interrogating people.
Yeah. So they find out if you're mentally unstable enough to join.
Yeah.
And they said, in fact,
Because it must be a requirement.
I think.
You can't necessarily.
They didn't tell us that, but I mean, day one, I was like, yeah.
I mean, did you know, so you knew Mary, right, before you started the show. How many of the others did you know before you started the show?
All of them.
Oh, you knew all of them
I mean,
already?
we didn't, season 1, there was no Chelsea. I actually knew Emma, but she wasn't on season 1.
Yeah.
I think she joined season 5. Chelsea was nobody knew Chelsea yet. I knew Christine, I knew Emma, I knew Mary, Heather, Jason, Brett. I introduced Mary to Jason and Brett. So I knew I am Mama Manza.
You are,
basically
you are
should
the
be getting
seed
a
sower.
piece
You
of
are the seed
everyone's
sower.
commission. I have to talk to Jason. This is
But who sells the most, really?
in the office.
Yeah.
On the show, or because there's
in
other
real
people-
life.
Because there's other agents at the office that aren't on the show as well. There's a lot of people.
Is that because, I don't know, they wear clothes from Gap and then not that attractive and therefore they shouldn't appear on screen? Why aren't they on? Or they're just like, I don't want the limelight.
A lot of, some of them didn't want to be on. Some of them were not at the brokerage yet when it all became a thing. And then, like Nicole, actually, she worked at the Oppenheim Group from the very beginning and she opted out of season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, oh, damn, wish I would have joined. Look how amazing it went. And then it was season 2. I think she didn't come until season 4. So but who sells the most?
Because we're now on season 8, soon to be season 9.
It's crazy.
I mean, because here, and I think it's the same for the States, it was a lockdown thing.
Yeah. I mean, look, that's my theory. I think that the lockdown really gave us a leg up because we wrapped season 2. It was like, okay, and that's a wrap on season 2. Da-da-da-da-da. Thank you. Everybody goes home. 24 hours later was the first lockdown.
Yeah.
So they had everything already in the can. So by the time they edited it and it came out, we were all at home. Everybody had seen everything else on Netflix.
But I think, I mean, yes, you could say that, but you wouldn't be on season 9 if it wasn't any good or compelling.
Of course.
Or kind of.
Or if they hadn't added me.
Or, because, I mean, let's be honest, it's not aimed at me, right? I mean, it's kind of, I'm a 55-year-old middle-aged white guy.
Addicted to sugar.
It's not aimed at me. Do you know what I mean? So there's a part of me will look at it and go, I start to hear like my father's voice in my head going, good God, what is that young woman wearing? That's ridiculous. All that kind of thing. And, and some of the kind of stuff that, not you.
I'm starting to get a panic attack. No. Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
But
the drama.
some of the drama, you're just like, oh, for goodness sake, find something important to worry about.
That's me sitting in the office listening to it. Exactly.
And that's why I think a lot of people are drawn to your character is like in amongst all of this insanity, is this person sitting there going, seriously?
And it looks like I'm the most sane, but it's actually because I think I'm the most insane. But the things that they are like insane, and what I mean by that is I probably have more trauma and PTSD and all that than a lot of them. So for me, this trauma is not trauma. It's just like background noise.
Prior to becoming an internationally renowned realtor and interior designer, and now artist.
Internationally known contemporary fine artist. Thank you very much.
Sorry. We'll get on to that because that is really interesting. And I went and looked at your stuff the other day, and I've given you that. Anyway,
we'll get there.
We'll get to that.
All right.
But what I want to talk about is, the person that you are on that show is very much molded by what you went through in life. And in many respects, you wear it on your sleeve. You don't hide, you don't shy away from it, which I think allows other people to talk about stuff that they've had going on, which is a good thing. And you very much used it to influence your art as well. But, now I'm still having difficulty now as, a woman in her mid to late 40s.
Yeah, almost 50. You can just say,
well,
it's okay.
I don't want to, but it just kind of doesn't compute, right?
Listen, neither does it.
Well, no, that's
exactly.
the thing, right? In my head, right, how old are you in your head?
27.
You that old? I'm younger than that.
Really?
I'm about 23, 24.
Really?
I don't get any older than that. I mean, because when, you do that thing in the morning, you splash your water on your face, you look up in the mirror and go, oh, yeah, right. Yeah, there's 20 odd years difference in here.
Yeah. Because your elbow hurts. Because your arm comes up to your face.
No, I tell you what I was doing the other day. I did somatic yoga.
I don't know what that is.
It's really simple, easy. No, it's really simple, easy yoga, right?
Oh, like old people yoga.
Yeah, old people yoga. Lying on the floor. How difficult is that now?
You pulled a muscle.
No, but it was sore. Lying on the floor was sore. That's how old I've got.
Me too.
And if we lay flat on this floor now, it would be painful. Whereas when you're a kid, you kind of just throw yourself down over your bones are bendy, all that kind of stuff.
There's not enough cushion in between the bones and the skin and the bones now.
Now listen, I've got something over there for you. Who's going to bring that in? Bring
is it a yoga mat?
No, it's not a yoga mat. We're changing. We're going back to sugar. We're going back to sugar here. Let's bring that in. Here we go. Here's the lovely Panos is bringing that in, and so I've got a little chocolate mousse for you there. And
wait, where's yours?
No, this is.
Oh, we share.
Yeah. So, and there we've got a floating island. Now, these are made by the chef here, Simon, at Corrigan's Mayfair.
Okay.
So, Île Flottante, which is the floating island.
Okay.
Which is basically meringue floating in custard.
Yum.
With sort of crystallized sugar on the top. And that's chocolate with chocolate and chocolate.
I love it.
We going in?
Yeah. Do I have to wait? I'm like,
No, you don't have to wait. Jump in because Simon, the chef here, is so good at what he does. I'm going this one first.
It looks like a marshmallow.
It kind of is.
Is that raspberry sauce?
Well, you're going to... It's something very British, that sauce. What do you think it is?
I'll tell you. I just have to remember. Because I see it everywhere. Mm-hmm. Not elderberry.
No.
What does it start with?
R.
R?
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb is red?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Why, what color is it in America?
I didn't know it was. I didn't know what color it was, period. Rhubarb, to me, sounds like it would be rhubarb. Sounds like it would be like tan.
No, it's rhubarb.
I love the sugar on top.
Sugar on top.
I love how it's stuck in my teeth. I've never had a cavity. Can you believe?
Haven't you? God,
no.
Loads of. What are your teeth made of? Mind you,
genetics.
They're bejeweled, your teeth, at the moment. You've got little, and they are your teeth as well. They're not anybody else's.
No, I didn't put anybody else's.
Oh, my God. Try that one. Because chocolate mousse is outrageous.
That's what happened. And sometimes good, it's just this.
Right, you get a little shimmy going.
It's like you just can't help it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try that one. That's phenomenal.
Is this custard or vanilla ice cream on top?
That's ice cream.
I'm addicted to ice cream. But I told you.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do this? Can I be weird?
Yeah.
I'm going to do this. How about...
You're making your own spoon out of chocolate.
Okay.
Go on, just do it.
I'll do it.
Get
Just be
eat
regular.
Eat it.
That's a bigger spoon.
You need a bigger spoon.
No, this is a big spoon.
Oh, size matters. So, on the subject of sugar, right? Because obviously we're sugar folks. How good is that?
Do you have a straw?
How good is that, though? Because you've
So
got
good.
that crunchy stuff in there as well. You've got
The crunchy
crunchy
stuff
chocolate,
is-
the chocolate mousse.
Yeah.
Then the kind of like malt ice cream. It's just so...
I would be 9,000 pounds if I could make this.
Well, I mean, we'll get Simon in. He can teach you how to do it.
I don't want to be 9,000
Now, look,
pounds.
one of the things that... so we had Kevin McHale from Glee, right?
I don't... This is like the
You know-
worst thing for a girl. Like a camera is on me and I'm about to
Just throw that in. Look,
It's like a tortilla.
the camera's on you, but really, it's a podcast. People want to hear you enjoy it. No, she's dancing, people. She's dancing. Everything's good. That's good, isn't it? The chocolate
It's
crisp.
like a chip.
Yeah, chocolate crisp.
I thought it was going to be like milk chocolate.
No. It's a chocolate flavored crisp.
It's gonna literally, I could have this in the middle and just crisps around and just eat it.
just
like guacamole.
like chocolate guacamole. We might suggest that.
Guacamole.
Chocomole. Eh?
Smart.
We've invented it. There we go. So, look, I'm trying to get this back on track, but we've got a sugar rush
It's
going on now.
ADHD over here.
Yeah,
So
exactly. What's going on? Yeah.
It's rubbing up.
So we had Kevin McHale from Glee on. No, played at Arby in Glee. And we were talking about Americans and the scrambled eggs. Right? You can't cook. What is wrong with you as a
No,
nation?
you can't cook.
What are you
We
talking
cook them a lot. You don't cook them all the way.
Powdery rubbish at the end of it in a frying pan. What is
Runny,
wrong?
they're wet eggs here.
Oh, yeah, beautiful. That's the way it should be.
It gives me a visceral body reaction.
Okay. Well, look,
They're not done.
The other thing we differ on is, I've got it down here, is, as you call it, candy,
Oh, what
right?
else would you call it?
Well, it's sweets and chocolate. Now, look, I will give you that Reese's are good, right? They're good.
Good.
I like a Reese's. I would argue that when it comes to chocolate, Hershey's is filth. And you want to be eating dairy milk.
I don't disagree.
Oh, really?
I don't know what this tastes like, but I can tell you that I've had chocolate in London, and I've had in anywhere in the UK, and I've had our chocolate, and I don't like Kit Kats in America, but I always order one on the plane.
I've got you one. I've got you a Kit Kat. Look, there you go.
It's different. It's different chocolate than in America.
Yeah.
Kit
better.
Kats in America aren't good.
Very good, filthy.
It's like
There's something you do
Like
to
a
cook.
film or
But it's
something.
like this. So
that's not good.
a Butterfinger. A Butterfinger, right? I give you your Butterfinger, and I give you instead a Star Bar.
Can I taste it?
Yeah. So
What, is it peanut? It's the same concept.
The same concept. It's a peanut chocolatey thing.
So I love a Butterfinger.
Okay. So how does that stack up? It's a Star Bar.
Oh, it was gooey.
Well, yeah, but it's got caramel in it. It's got nuts. It's got nougat. Do we? I mean, I'm gonna have a little bit of Butterfinger.
I don't think these are the two. These are.
Yeah. That's,
It has the same kind of ish flavor, but not at all the same textures.
but the Butterfinger is like somewhere between a crunchy and a Reese's. No, that didn't work. So hold on. Where's the other thing
This
I wanted
is
to get?
kind of like
I got other stuff.
my favorite.
I saw these. These look disgusting. Donuts, Hostess. Anything by Hostess has got to be bad for you, right?
Yeah.
But
You don't like these?
You'd still eat it, right?
I'd eat the whole package. I like Entenmann.
These-
I pop those in my mouth.
These-
I can't like.
So Hostess donuts, which are frosted tiny donuts. I mean, okay, go.
No way.
What the hell is wrong with those? They're disgusting.
That's a bad batch. It tastes like somebody put their perfume in it.
It's disgusting.
That's not what it normally tastes like.
No, where the hell did... I'm going to take that back to the shop.
Somebody had that in the... It tastes like...
I think we should spit this out.
like
I think we should spit this
It's
out.
that bad.
It is time, I think, for you to don the Spooning with Mark Wogan blindfold. Are you ready for this?
I don't think so.
It's an exercise in trust. All right, I'm going to move a couple of things out of the way because it's time for your first spoon.
Okay.
Okay. Now, obviously, the spoons created by myself, my own fair hand, are based on your questionnaire. Okay.
Which part? There was...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do I like it or do I not like it?
Oh, look, let me put you in a blindfold and then tell you exactly what I'm feeling. No, that's not how it works. Okay. The whole thing is, it's a surprise.
This blindfold looks like a brassiere.
Yeah. No, it's
Okay.
a tiny bra, but it's very good because they've got
like-
a little scoop, so it doesn't do your eye, it doesn't mess with your eye makeup.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't have a lot on.
No. No. And yet, still don't look.
I will design some better eye folds.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well,
I
we
mean,
can get on to the people.
It literally looks
Yeah,
like
no, there we go. Just pop that on. Pop that on. Tell me when it's secure and you can see nothing, and I will slide.
Oh wait, my eyes are closed in here too. I don't think
You got it?
I'll open them.
There we go.
Okay, hold on.
Good? You ready? Now, I'm going to feed you, so it really is a trust exercise, this.
It's like-
Okay? I'm going to try and get part. I try not to knock the jewels off your teeth.
I usually
as
don't
go
let
in.
people stick things in my mouth with blindfolds if I've just met them.
Well, I mean, usually.
Usually.
So, what you're saying is it's not
When in
completely
London.
off the table.
When in London.
Okay, so here is your first spoon.
Oh, this makes me nervous.
No, don't worry.
Nothing
Don't
is
worry.
alive, right?
No,
Like,
nothing is alive. This isn't like some kind of Bush Tucker trial.
I don't even know what that
Lean
is.
in, open wide. Here we go. No, stop trying to
Can't
smell.
smell it?
No, you can't smell it. Here we go. Open wide. Here we go. Open wide. There we go.
Oh,
There we go. Now, tell me, flavors, textures, what have we got there? Is it good? Oh, it's good. It's good. Right. Excellent.
wait, I'm supposed to tell you what I taste?
Yeah.
I taste tomato,
Good. Or as we say, tomato.
tomatoes.
Yeah. Anything else? Got anything else in there?
Yeah, and some a crouton.
No, it's not a crouton.
Something crunchy was.
Yeah, crunchy-ish. Any other flavors in there?
I feel like there's goat cheese.
No, not.
See, I feel like you're trying to trick me, but it's good.
No, it's not. Go on, take the blindfold off.
I don't know. So what?
So that is one of my favorite ways to eat tomato, right? So that is tomato with a sherry vinegar and chorizo crumb dressing.
Like I'm gonna know what a chorizo crumb is.
Well, a
chorizo crumb.
And then I have grated some Spanish aged manchego cheese over the top.
I love it. I love it.
You can have your
what
second
is this
spoon
thing?
there. That's the chorizo crumb.
What's chorizo?
So it's a Spanish sausage.
Oh,
flavored with-
chorizo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We just say it different. I know.
You'll find us.
I'm so sorry. Chorizo.
Chorizo. Yeah.
Okay. These are the biggest spoons.
You know.
The only
They
thing
feed
bigger
you properly
and
here at Corrigan's.
yeah, it's really, really delicious.
That's good.
I love it. I love tomato. I eat it every day.
You eat tomato every day?
It's good.
See, but that's just got really good quality olive oil, really good quality sherry vinegar, and then a little bit of oregano through it as well. Or as you say,
Oregano.
Yeah.
It's good. Oregano.
oregano.
That's good for when you're sick, for your immune system.
Yeah.
You take like oregano capsules and then you smell like you've eaten that. It's really yummy.
I just take Nurofen,
I don't know what that is.
Tylenol,
Oh, okay, yeah.
when I feel it.
That was yum.
You can pop that blindfold off because what I want to talk to you about is why you're in the UK. All right.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? Why am
are
I?
you
I don't know. I was blindfolded and now I'm here.
Customs.
Yeah.
But the art show, which is called 404 Humanity Not Found.
Yes.
Right. Now, explain the theory behind the work, because essentially it's a catharsis for you, this work.
Yes.
Right.
I had to ask what that meant the other day. When I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're
It's very
basically
cathartic.
purging yourself of negative things in your life via a canvas.
And pause. I mean, yeah, I guess this is what it just makes anything that's in my head. It could be good. It could be negative. It could just be stress, obligations, like just the noise goes away when I paint. So it's not purging only the negativity, because then that would mean all my paintings had negative energy, and that's not the thing.
Right.
But yeah, it's like, so when you're cooking, it's just silence.
But that's what's interesting is having seen the works, you can almost tell the ones that are joyful and the ones that aren't. I mean, they're very expressive. They're very in the start, sort of Basquiat or Cy Twombly kind of school of expression.
I actually call the robot series, every painting that I paint that has robots are Basquiats. Because I've been told, and I do like Basquiat a lot. But the thing is, I'm not thinking that when I'm painting. I'm sometimes very, very happy when I'm painting. I'm not like, oh, today I'm just going to get this out. And it's just whatever comes out, comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, sometimes there's a lot in there. That's like a very busy mind.
But how often are you painting? Do you paint every day? Do you have a studio that you go to? Or is there just a part of your apartment which you're going to lose your deposit on?
No, I would love to be able to paint every day. I did paint every day leading up to this visit for about 3 weeks, because I wasn't able to paint every day when we were filming. Because filming and painting, it's not so hand in hand. When you're exhausted too, you're
But when you're filming, it's like, is it certain days of the week? So you've got a block of filming. How long is that block?
About 4 months.
Right.
4.5
months. How many days a week will you be filming in that block?
Tuesday through Saturday. But we have to be available on all of those days. So
Really?
it's ever changing sometimes.
But is it that thing? Because they'll suddenly go, actually, we need you to come in today. Why?
Yes.
Well, we kind of want you to fall out with Chelsea today.
No, it's not that. It's no, the drama is already happening. So if Chelsea and I, which we get along, so we're good. But like, if Chelsea and Mary, it's not a secret that they're not the best of friends.
No, they don't get on at all.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be like, okay, we are filming at the office tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or
Can I just say, though, on that subject, Mary's husband needs to butt out. He shouldn't get involved. Do not get involved in that kind of stuff. Let them sort it out. Stop
let the women fight the women.
Just you're making it worse. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think Roma. I don't think anybody can make it any worse than it is at this point. We'll see. But I agree that females should carry their own.
Is there a lot to look forward to in season 9 in terms of...
If you look forward to drama, then get your popcorn.
Well, hold on. Isn't that the reason? I mean, that's got to be 50% of the reason most people watch it,
yeah,
right?
I know. It's that 50% of the people in the world are just psychotic.
Psychotic, yes.
Psychic? Yeah, I'm good with vocabulary.
And let's be fair, some of them are on the show.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know, but...
It's a lot of drama. No more than usual.
But you do include your representations of your castmates in your work as well, don't you?
It's a series of robots. I just told you.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually, when I first painted, the first robot came about, I mean, look, I couldn't draw this fork and make it look exactly like a fork. I am not like an object. I'm not by any means a portrait artist. I'm very abstract. I was going to town on a canvas, and the next thing you know, it was a robot. I was like, oh, and I had just watched Selling Sunset Reunion. I was like, I don't know, but that's what came out. And then I thought, at first I was going to call this series We Are, and then just paint all robots, or Are We, and then robots. But then as I continued to paint robots, I was like, oh, Basquiats, because that's wit.
Yeah.
Not sass. That's wit. And then, I think it makes sense. The world is becoming very robotic. We're being taken over by robots. Sometimes we are robotic.
AI?
Yeah. And then, I guess my castmates, myself included, though, sometimes, right? I sit there and I look back and forth like, what the hell is going on?
I might argue there's a bit more humanity in your face than some of the other ones.
Thank you.
Or maybe
I think
we
it's
have a term here,
yeah.
which is it's not a particularly complimentary one, which is, if somebody has had a lot of work done,
Oh, okay. That's what you mean.
they've had the builders in.
The builders on. Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah, I get it. I call it because I get Botox, and I actually got a little bit of filler in my lip the other day, and I was so scared because last night it's still a bit swollen, and last night I looked as if I had fallen off of a roof onto just my upper lip. And so I was really nervous that I wasn't going to go down.
But so where do you get Botox then?
The most, they come in units,
Yeah.
I think they put the most units right here because I'm a parent. I'm always like
You're a
furling.
frowner.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, huh?
Scowler and a frowner.
Yeah, but see, it doesn't do that anymore.
All right. Do you miss that?
I can't get surprised. Not at all.
No.
I like to be able to move my face a little bit.
Yeah,
but
it
not
definitely moves.
that much.
Because some people take it too far, and you've got that thing where it's like, are you happy? Are you sad? I can't tell.
Well,
Your face
even
is
if-
not moving.
Right, but the people that do that, even if you ask them and they could move their face, you wouldn't know if they said yes or no because they're probably lying. Yeah, I'm happy. I love your outfit. I think you're everything. Like, it doesn't matter. They're lying.
But yeah, I can't tell whether you're lying or not. But season 9, you've wrapped on it,
Yes.
right? And it's in the edit and that kind of thing. And would you not have waited till that launched to launch this, or is that kind of you wanted the space from your art and selling Sunset?
I would have loved for the crew
Yeah.
to have allowed, or Netflix to have agreed to bring a crew and film that in the UK. But I had to wait until we wrapped to come because they weren't willing to do that. So no, it wasn't an intentional. I would love to have had my first solo exhibit on the show. They let me talk about it, but they weren't willing to come and do it. So it was just
Panos has got his mobile phone there. He could just follow you around. He's very good. He does good stuff.
That would be amazing.
Rory's very good with the camera. We can just document the whole thing.
And then start our own show.
We'll send it back to them and go, edit it in.
That would be a good try. Let's see.
Let's see. I mean,
they may.
Don't try.
You know what? They actually probably. I spoke about, because they had to wrap me up because I was coming. I'd already planned it April 24th. So they had to wrap me up on the last week. And then the week I was here the first week I was here, they were filming their last week. So they did accommodate, but it was because I said I won't be back on the 28th to film again. I'll be in London doing a solo art exhibit.
Solo, I think, which you haven't fully supported.
Which you have no desire to see. But they let me talk about it. So they said when you get content, when they play it, they'll, they will edit it in.
Okay.
So whatever you have, let's bring it.
So what are your hopes for this show? I mean, you're bringing it to London.
Yeah.
But I mean, is it to kind of end up with a red dot on every single one and it's sold?
The gallery actually purchased my entire collection. So they are all sold from me.
And will you do like a limited edition print run and that kind of thing and all that sort of stuff?
I'm new at this. I'm new in the art world. So I don't necessarily have a plan yet. I've just sort of been enjoying the ride because it's such a short time since I started, but I'm exhilarated. And I'm not trying to separate myself from the cast members or Selling Sunset, but if we are all smart on this show, we know it's not going to last forever. And I really feel grateful.
You're 9 seasons in.
Yeah. I'm grateful that I've got this now to
and the other thing
segregate.
Is, and it has now been endlessly copied by other. We have a thing here with selling super homes. And that kind of thing. And it's the same thing. They're not as glamorous or as good looking. I've got to be honest.
Thank you.
I mean, they're just not.
I mean, the OGs. We're the OGs.
You're the OGs, and it's kind of like, and there's a level of glamour and high fashion that you just, if you're selling a nice house in Hampstead, you can't get away with that look.
No, you can't. I love that I'm the artist though, because I've always been able to be a little more edgy. I have a grill almost, so.
No.
But my plan.
Bejeweled teeth.
Bejeweled, yeah.
So smile into the camera there. Show them your bejeweled teeth, you see. I mean, are they drilled in or stuck on?
Oh no, stuck on.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Good.
No. I'm not.
So I could
That
have that.
insane.
I could have that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have this is what I know of my plan so far. Grove Gallery has given me an amazing opportunity. I had a show here. My art is in their gallery in Fitzrovia. I have my art in Grove Gallery in Palma, Spain. I plan to be in many, many places around the world. I want to have, I want to do art with children in Africa. I want to have clothing lines. I want to have furniture lines. I want to do everything. And it's just getting started. So that's the plan.
Outside of the real estate thing, there is, it's really your skill as an interior designer and your eye for what looks good and what doesn't.
Yeah. Thank you.
That has sort of set you apart, perhaps, from some of the other people on the show.
I was originally at the Oppenheim Group before I was a real estate agent. They're interior design specialists. So I got my real estate license so that I could make extra money because I'm a single mom and, everybody else made it look crazy. I don't super enjoy it, but I super enjoy the aesthetic of it all. So that's sort of been my thing. I do both. I've done both. I mean, recently, not so much of the real estate, but still the staging and the art. So I'm just, I'm not going to turn down a $40 million house if somebody wants me to list it.
No.
Call me.
But I mean, if you're listing a $40 million house, would it not be like, I think some of my art would get fantastic on that wall?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've actually, one of the staging companies that we work with, I staged some of my art in a property and I think she's lost the art because I've been asking for it back for a little while and she seems
but
to
you
just
are known to damage your own art.
damage.
Didn't you spill a load of white paint all over some of your artwork?
Yes. Mm-hmm. 3 paintings actually got white gesso, which is like a really thick paint that you treat the canvas with before you paint it. So it's very opaque.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spilled it on 3 of the paintings the day before I was supposed to leave to come here. I recreated one of them out of one of the other ones. And now it's some people's favorite.
Well, you see.
You just never know.
Never know. Are you quite a clumsy person?
No.
Huh?
I'm actually very agile. I was a gymnast and a dancer. I'm like very coordinated. But I'm also usually in a hurry and I also have always at least 17 to 54 things in my hand at all times.
Yeah. I mean, like me, you are self-diagnosed neurodiverse.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what that means, but yes.
Yeah. I'm nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts with a load of different,
the best,
all the new labels,
like ADHD, PTSD, OCD,
anything that ends in a D.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. ADHD, PTSD.
I was trying to think of words.
OCD. I don't have OCD. I definitely don't have OCD.
I only have it if I'm spiraling, having an anxiety attack, and then I'm like, but I should. And the whole time I'm straightening, I'm thinking I should be in the car right now because I'm supposed to be there 20 minutes ago.
Right. Well,
is that OCD or that's something other?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a coping strategy. Right. Let's put your blindfold on and give you your second spoon. I'm going to move this out of the way.
This blindfold is.
What are you saying? Those are from our lovely friends at Smug. You're saying you don't like the Smug blindfold?
I think they're joking with us. It's like I'm putting somebody's little tiny bra on my eyes.
Right. Is that secure? You are fully blind because it is time for your second spoon. Okay. Putting that down there. Now. Here we go.
This is what I do when I get anxious. One of the things.
Hold on tight because you're going to like this.
Oh, wait.
I'm feeding you. There we go. Oh. And here we go. Now you're going to love those flavors. What have we got there? Is that a happy face? Yeah, not so much. What are you, no, yep.
I don't know what's on this side of my mouth, but I don't like it.
That's not a good start. Give me some textures. Give me some.
I like this side. This side has the texture of a tomato, but without the seeds. It tastes like, it's like the texture of maybe a meat.
Okay. And what's on the other side?
Oh, no. It's crunchy, but it's like fried.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay. Let's take the blindfold off.
I liked this side.
You see, I tried to combine a number of things there. So there's watermelon, cilantro, or
cilantro.
coriander.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Coriander. spring onions, ginger. That is my friend Mark Hicks's classic salad.
I'm so sorry,
from
Mark
the
Hickson.
Ivy, which is the duck and watermelon salad.
There's a duck in there.
Yeah.
That was over here?
That may have been what was over there. So what you're saying is,
Yeah.
I haven't managed to change your mind about duck.
No. But this
gotta
side
get
of my mouth was delicious. So if I go to the Ivy, I just order Mark's classic.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't
salad.
work there anymore,
Duck
but he
salad
invented
without
it.
the duck.
He was the original head chef at the Ivy, which is a very famous restaurant. Bad name, but
I used to live right by it.
and he did.
So
that.
everything
That's-
but that little
All right,
marker on
you can
top.
flip that. I mean, look, I've got some lovely toasted
What's that though?
cashew nuts.
Oh, that was good. I can taste the nut.
Toasted cashew nuts. And then there's a little dressing with ginger and soy and mirin and all sorts of things.
I loved the rest.
Bit of mint in there as well.
What's this? Yeah.
That's spring onion or scallion, as you would call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. So cilantro, I was looking for it when I was ordering this. Because I like a watermelon salad with cilantro and some.
Yeah.
And they didn't have it.
Coriander.
They don't have it here. They don't have it. It's coriander, I saw.
Yeah.
And I thought that looks like it, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah, no. Just ask for coriander. They'll give you cilantro.
Okay.
Well, listen, you've been a very good sport. You've taken on the spoons. We've given you your body weight in sugar. There's a whole load of it here. You
ducking
can
my
take
tooth.
it with you. You've got your bar of Dairy Milk Creations for
I
later
can't
on.
wait for that. Yeah.
But I want to wish you the best of luck. I'm a big fan.
Thank
I think
you.
the art is fantastic.
You did? Yeah. I was like, what is your true opinion?
No, absolutely. Well, I mean, I love Basquiat and I
Okay.
love Cy Twombly and it's very much in that style. So it's cool. I love it. I think it's really good. And it is at the Grove Gallery.
Grove Gallery in Fitzrovia.
Fitzrovia
and
in
also
London.
in Spain.
Massive thank you to Amanza. I wish her every success with 404 Humanity Not Found. It's a fantastic body of work. It's available to see at the Grove Gallery in Fitzrovia. Get down there, take a look. She may even be having you around. I don't know. You might catch her. But at least buy something if you are there. Big thank you to Simon, head chef here at Corrigan's, for his fantastic desserts. I think we agree those were fantastic.
My pants don't because
Well,
they're a
well,
little tight, but yes, they are delicious.
And of course, the use of the beautiful Lindsay room here. But join us next week when I will be having another special guest try the food that they think they love or the food that they think they hate. And if you like what we're doing, follow us at Spooning with Mark Wogan across all your social media channels. And also, you can find us on the Virgin YouTube channel, and you can see us in glorious Technicolor and see how youthful she looks for nearly 50. Anyway, that's all for this week. Until next week, stay beautiful.